Hey guys, welcome back to Bishan's podcast. It's me, Dennis Rai, your host, and I'm here with Krish Neal.
How's everyone? How's everyone?
Good, very good, very
That's
good.
That's
How are you?
I'm good. I'm great.
Yeah,
Man, happy to be back.
yeah. Been a while, been a while.
Yep.
All the pollen and stuff, messing me up,
Yeah, the pollen's been killing me. There's so much pollen.
so much, yo.
Every car at school has just been covered in pollen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You leave your car out for a little bit, pollen, just straight pollen.
Exactly.
Yeah. But today's topic is AI. Woohoo!
Yeah. AI's been it's been pretty crazy. Like I feel like I just heard about it. AI like maybe a year or two ago, but it's already like so much better than it used to be, right? Like
Yeah.
it used to be like I don't know. It used to feel like fake.
Yeah, like
Is this really
AI
happening?
generated things,
Like yeah, fake. But like when I first heard about that stuff, I was like, "There's no way this is real. Like it's not going anywhere." You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I was like, "Nah, this is just like a gimmick, or like it might happen later on in the future, or maybe when I'm older." But it's been progressing pretty quickly.
yeah, we might get flying cars soon, yo.
Yeah,
We might get flying cars.
maybe self driving flying cars. Maybe I don't know, but yeah, it's just crazy. So I have some questions for you.
Hi.
So how often do you think that we like interact now with AI without even realizing it?
Every day. Like you're on
Every
your
day.
phone every day. You're
Exactly.
reacting, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think that's true. Like, whenever even when sometimes when I try to make an appointment or something with at somewhere, right? There's always like an AI like chat, like, oh, do you need help with anything? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's crazy. Like everybody's using AI now, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
literally everyone. Every website and stuff. It's like if you don't use that, you're gonna fall behind.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get customers and stuff like that. So, but it's been crazy. It's actually been crazy.
Yeah.
What is the most impressive AI powered tool that you've ever seen or that you've ever used?
So I see this robot that can like instantly Rubik's cubes, right? They
Yeah.
can instantly solve Rubik's cubes.
That is crazy. That is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've also I've seen a robot where it was like walking. It was like a person like walking.
Like a
It was
realistic
like
robot.
it wasn't like it was like it had the body of a person. It like obviously tell it was a robot. It didn't have like any skin or anything, but it was like it had arms, it had legs, and it was like walking. And then the people that were showing it off were like pushing it around, and it was like self balancing itself. And I thought that was like that is insane. Like imagine we have just a bunch of those, and then we just give them guns and they just fight wars for us. You know what I mean?
Yo, I don't think that's gonna work, yo.
Yeah, I know. I don't think it's gonna work, but like that, like that's like I don't know if you've seen like movies and stuff where they like
Yeah, those.
where they're like the robots are fighting each other, but then they like turn on the humans or something. Like that's pretty scary. Like I don't know. Have you ever thought about like that? Like
Nah, I haven't got too much thought of that.
have you ever been scared? Like maybe AI's gonna like take over the world or something like that?
No,
No, you haven't heard
they're
that.
not. Trust.
No, I've heard some. I don't have any opinions on that myself because I'm not like too informed, like too read on that. But I know Elon Musk, like he like is always talking about how like oh he thinks that's like the most dangerous thing. AI. It's
Yeah.
like
I think I once saw the robot. It had like full like skin on it and actually kind of looked like a human.
really?
Yeah.
really now
Yeah.
that is crazy.
It was
That is
low-key kind of scary. It was
Yeah.
weird.
Do you think that do you trust like AI like recommendations for different content? Like you know how YouTube has like when you watch something and it gives you something similar?
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
think that can be improved with AI?
Yeah, because AI is like really. I would think it's really good, really specific. You can, what's that word? You can, like rely on it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think, yeah,
No, definitely. I think like cuz the YouTube and like social media algorithms stuff like that, I think they're pretty advanced right now, but like AI is just like it's like 10 times better than that, right? And so I don't think I don't think that like different like social media platforms have integrated that yet with the algorithm, but I'm pretty like I'm sure that if they do, like the recommendation is gonna be crazy, like crazy spot on. So do you think that AI will have any effect on like jobs in the future?
Yeah, probably. I be seeing, in cartoons, you see AI be taking over all the jobs and stuff. I don't think it's gonna be something like that because usually it's like right now there's like mostly people are working.
Yeah.
And there's like some type of like robot or something that's like helping it.
Yeah.
I think it's just gonna for like years on. The technically is gonna grow. And it's just gonna be the robots working.
Exactly. I definitely agree with that. I feel like AI would definitely take a lot of jobs. But I also think that it's also going to create a lot of jobs. And I think that's because like the requirements for AI to take over jobs, like it needs to be really highly advanced. Like right now, they can't take over jobs, right? They haven't been able to take over a lot of jobs. They've taken over some jobs, but they can't take. They're not advanced enough to take over all the jobs right now, or many jobs. So I think that when AI is going to be powerful enough to take over a bunch of jobs, like by then a bunch of people are going to be like working to make those AIs better. So it's like some jobs are going to be replaced, but like it's going to create more jobs basically. Like I don't know if you've learned about this yet, but the Industrial Revolution. Like it was like in the 1800s or whatever when the world started like building factories and inventing machines and stuff, and then they went from like making their own stuff to like machines making their own stuff, right? Like back in the day before the Industrial Revolution, somebody would spend like a week making like a sweater or something, you know, handmade. But then the Industrial Revolution happened, and then that same sweater could be made in like a day, right? And so I think that that similar thing is gonna happen with AI. But I also think that I think the same thing's gonna happen, and I think that like the production is gonna get like more mass produced. It's gonna be like worse though, you know what I mean? Because like handmade, like even now you pay more for like handmade because you know it's gonna be nice, you know. So yeah, but I mean I definitely think that it's gonna take over some jobs.
Yeah.
So like what you said that they'll take over jobs too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what jobs do you think they'll take over?
So like maybe clothes factories, you know, just factories in general. Make like chips. You know, they got chip brands. They're gonna like make that. Clothing brands. What else? Maybe.
Do you think they're doing like technical jobs, like answering questions for people?
I mean, yeah, like Google.
Yeah.
Maybe technical jobs. Yeah, and maybe like building. You know, buildings. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Cause like I don't know if you know this, but in like car factories, like no one like it's the robots that do all the assembling in the car factories. Like I've seen like a video of it. So I think a similar thing's gonna happen. I think like a lot of online jobs are gonna be kind of replaced by AI. Like, I think that like videos are gonna be like have you seen like AI generated videos?
Yeah,
right. Like those used to be so bad. Like even like a couple months ago, like they just looked like, what is this? Like this not even looks real. But now it's like more realistic, right?
Yeah,
like they're way more realistic now. I mean, they're still not perfect, but I feel like give it like 10 more years, and I feel like it could just make
I would
any
think
content.
10 at least a year.
At least a year, really?
It's like growing rapidly.
Okay, yeah. No, definitely. I think that in a short amount of time, it would definitely be like highly advanced to the point where like humans are gonna be competing with AI to make like videos, right?
Yeah.
And I think it's definitely that people need to upgrade with the times, or they're gonna be left behind. So, do you think like anything that you're doing? I know you're a student.
Yeah.
Do you think that AI could replace any of the things that you do right now as a student?
I mean, not really, but like they can help us. You know what I'm saying? Because like we have like ChatGPT, God, those are AI. They can help us with our work and stuff. But like I don't think they can like replace us in any way. Or like remember COVID-19?
Yeah.
They could probably like they could come for us. You know what I'm saying? Or like something like that.
No, that makes sense. That makes sense. But I think that like honestly, a lot of the teaching, a lot of like the learning stuff, like obviously I cannot learn stuff for you.
Yeah.
But like sometimes when a teacher gives you like a lot of work, but like you already know the material, or you already like got it, you know what I mean? You already got the whatever they're trying to teach you. I feel like it can be helpful sometimes to get help from AI, right? to like help you do the assignment if it's like a long one, or if if you already know the material, then why bother, right?
Yeah,
Or if you've already
yeah.
had enough practice, like why bother?
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I definitely think that it's gonna be little, little hard. So do you think that we should be afraid of AI, or is the fear like kind of overhyped?
I think the fear is overhyped because like for AI, they can't just like make their own minds. They can't just make it. So like, we have to program them to do everything and
Exactly.
stuff. So it's just like they're the people that think they're gonna take over the world. They're overthinking it too much.
No, definitely, I do definitely agree with that. Like, if I feel like we can we can definitely, like, we're the ones making it, right?
Yeah.
So if it ever gets to a point where it's like, wait, we need to we need to
just
stop
stop,
this,
yeah.
then we can just stop it, right? We
Yeah.
can just unplug the computers that are running it.
Yeah.
It's, boom, it's done, right? Like, we know we assembled it, so we know like the flaws and we know the where and how to,
Yeah.
So I definitely think, I definitely agree with you there. It's definitely overhyped.
Yeah.
Like, it's way overhyped. Do you think that AI will ever become conscious,
Conscious. I mean,
like humans and
could
animals?
be.
Like,
It could be if like some type of genius person could like make a human conscious connected to like a robot. But honestly, no, it would not work. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you can't like connect
Yeah.
those two together.
yeah, I think that, if somebody tries to do that, it's gonna be either like it's gonna take like many years,
it would probably
like
take
decades,
years,
like
decades.
really long time, or it's just never gonna happen. Like, honestly, because I don't know, consciousness, like, you can't really define it, right? You can't really define what even is it's like kind of, you can't really define it. So to put that in a like machine, it's like, I feel like it's next to impossible, right?
Yeah.
So what do you think? Like, what is one thing that you wish AI could do for you right now?
What I would wish they could do for me.
And anything that, like, you feel like, oh, I wish somebody could just do this for me, instead of like, why do I have to do this?
My homework, yo.
Homework?
Honestly, my homework.
Uh-huh.
Like, if I like really need help and I use it, it's sometimes like it's just like never works sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but like I usually got it.
I think one thing I wish the AI could do for me is probably like just like help me like organize. 'Cause I'm pretty like, my organization skills not like great, right? Like with school and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I wish they could just like organize everything for me. Like, here you go,
Oh yeah.
and just like manage me. I don't know, like have like a personal butler. Like, that would be awesome,
yeah.
right?
I
So
feel
that would be awesome.
like a robot always with you.
Exactly, and like you might, and you don't have to pay for it. Like, like you pay for it once or something, and you just have it. Instead of with like a butler, you had to pay him like a salary and stuff like that. I feel like it'd be way cost effective just to have a AI buddy. So, do you think we would be able to like? Do you think that if AI ever, you said you don't think AI will ever become like better than humans or like uncontrollable, but if let's say they become like super intelligent, right? Like super intelligent, and they come up with different ways to avoid them getting controlled by us. What do you think we could do in that situation?
I mean, so for robots, I would think they have like, so when people make it, I would think they have some type of way to like turn it off. So they could either just like turn it off, or any system that is in there, like in the thing, they could like turn, like just like delete it or something, or like something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't know. I think that if AI becomes like super intelligent to where they're avoiding humans turning them off, I don't know. I think that at that point we're just done for. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll ever reach that point. Let me just be clear on that. I don't think we'll ever reach that point. But if it does, and we're like, so, because humans are like, we don't have anything going for us except for our brains, right? Like, we're just smart than every other animal. Like every other animal, the reason why we like be able to build stuff and whatever and like learn and stuff is because we have like a good brain.
Yeah.
But if we don't have that brain, if like something is smarter than us, then we become like obsolete. You know what I mean? like I feel like if like robots become like super smart, like way smarter than humans, then I think we're just doomed at that point, because like the only thing that's keeping us alive right now is our brains, and like being able to like slither our way into survival, you know, so like crawl our way and like think our way into survival. So if there's something smarter than us out there, I don't know what will happen
We're
at that
done.
point. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're done. If you could have like an AI best friend or AI assistant, like what would you want it to be like? Would you want it to be more? You want it to be like a human, like have its own personality and stuff, or would you like it to be more like a robot, or what would you like?
I would like to be more realistic, because like I can have like fun with them. You know, they won't
Yeah.
be like all like stiff or won't be
yeah.
just boring. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah, I think that's true. I think I agree with that, but also like I feel like it'd be kind of weird. Like I don't know if it was if it like felt like a real person. Like the fact that I know it's not, it's like it would like I don't know, like it wouldn't
freak you
feel
out.
real. Yeah, it would like freak me out a little bit. Like I don't know, it wouldn't feel real. Like I'd rather just have it be like a robot. Like because then I don't know, like I know it's a robot and they act like a robot, so it's like it's a robot. Like I don't care. Like okay, like what if this, right? So what if like AI robots become like so human like, right? Like you know they're not real, but they're like act like exactly like how real people act, right? And then what if they're like they can like take advantage of us like emotionally, you know what I mean?
What do you mean? Like
Like say somebody say there's a robot and it's like it looks exactly like a human and it's like homeless, right? Like homeless.
yeah,
And like it could emote like it's like begging for money or whatever, and it knows the best way, like because it's AI, right? So it knows the best like what to say in a situation to get money from people, right? So I think that in that situation, even if you know, like if you don't know if it's AI, right? Like a random person on the street's not gonna know that's AI. So it could easily manipulate people's emotions and get money from people. I feel like it could be used for evil. Like, do you think it could be used for evil?
I mean it could, but like what would the AI do with the money? You know what I'm saying?
No,
Unless,
I'm saying like if somebody builds the AI, right, and they get and that AI has a bunch of money now, and then the owner of that AI just takes the money, right? So I feel like
I mean that way,
yeah, like I feel like definitely like maybe AI is not gonna end us or
the
do
people
anything
that
to us,
have
but the people that have control over it, right? They could definitely like do something where they're in control of all the AI, and then they're just like subjugating other people, right? It sounds like fictional. It sounds like a movie, right? Like it sounds like, oh, this like evil guy, but like I feel like that could be a reality in the future. You know what I mean?
yeah.
If AI, okay, imagine the AI took over the world, right? Do you think that it would be like amazing? Like, do you think they would solve all of our issues and stop wars and be like a utopia? Like everyone follows the law, right? It's like a perfect, because like you know how some police officers like corrupt, right? Or some people with power are corrupt. What if like instead of those people we replace them with AI, then they're never corrupt, they're just fully just all the time? Do you think that would be like that, or do you think that it would be a nightmare to have all these AI in control of the
I
world?
think it would be like good. It would be good. It would be more peaceful in the world, since like there's not many. It's just AI. They can't like they're not power hungry and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it'd just be like peaceful, calm world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that I agree with that. Because like, I don't know, like movies and stuff like that. I've seen movies and like video games and shows where it's like humans and robots like coexisting, and I think like that's like pretty like that could happen, unless like what I said like earlier, like if the AIs took over, like everyone, if like that happened, then I think it would be great. But I think that if one person took control of the AIs,
Well, yeah.
then I think that's
It's
gonna
be a whole different story.
Yeah, because that person, he has so much like power at his fingertips. Like, he could literally command them to do whatever, right? Or that company could command them to do whatever if it's not like a one person that has control.
Yeah.
then I feel like that would be like the worst case scenario. Like that would just be terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's all the questions I had. Like, you have any questions for me?
Yeah, let me pull up.
Yeah.
Let me pull up the questions that I got for you.
This AI like topic is like super interesting to think
Yeah.
about. Like, it's super interesting to think about the future and stuff like that.
Here's this is one of my questions.
Okay.
Can AI truly be creative, or is it just a mimic of human activity?
I don't think it can be creative, to be honest. I think that it because like I seen a video where somebody's asking an AI to generate a picture of a full glass of wine, right? And it can't do that. And it always generates an image that's like half full, because the reason for that is because AI so the way AI works, right? It just takes a bunch of like images from the internet and information from the internet, and then it kind of learns like what this is, what that is, right? So usually when somebody drinks a glass of wine, they don't
like
drink
half.
it. Yeah, people don't usually like pour it all the way to the top, right? They just pour it like halfway through the cup. So that's what AI thinks is a full glass. So I don't think that like whenever you ask an AI that makes images or make a video or a music or something, I think it is just taking aspects from other places and just putting it into thing and creating something that's like kind of original.
Yeah. Here's another one. How is AI changing fields like music, art, and literature?
Okay, so like I said, I think while they're not being creative, I think that paired with people that are creative in those fields, like I think that it can help them, right? Because like those people, they can get inspiration from the AI, right? Like if they have like no idea, like writer's block or something, like when you're about to write something but you don't know what to write about or whatever.
Yeah, AI can help.
Yeah, they'll be like, oh, can you give me some prompts to inspire me? And then they'll give you prompts, and then you can, if you don't like them, you don't have to choose them.
Yeah.
If you do like one of them, then you can just stick with that.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely, I think that it's gonna change all those creative fields, and it's gonna definitely make them better. To be honest, for now, they're gonna make them better. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna make them better. There.
Yeah.
Will AI ever replace human artists and writers?
I think that right now, no. I think that current state right now, definitely not, because like I said earlier, it's just taking images and pictures that already exist, and then it's learning what it is, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, for example, if I told, like with the example of the wine glass, right?
Yeah.
If I tell a human artist, can you please draw me a picture of a wine glass that is full to the brim, right?
Yeah.
You can do that. But if I tell AI, it's gonna struggle with that, right?
Yeah.
So unless they code it in a different way, or they remake it, right, in a way that it can make new stuff, I don't think that it'll be able to replace artists or stuff like that in the future.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Same thing, you
Same
know.
thing? Yeah.
But like, it could maybe if like somebody like, it's like I had this idea. Like somebody could put like a human brain into a robot. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Like you've seen those in the movies.
Yeah, I've been
and stuff.
seeing that. Yeah.
They can do that. So like a robot can think like a human and like probably do the same things as humans can do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's interesting, because there's actually people that are like frozen right now.
Oh yeah, like trying to preserve themselves.
Yeah, exactly. They're like old, or they have like diseases, or they're rich or whatever, and they're like freezing themselves until they like humans create a cure for whatever disease they have, or create a way for them to live longer. Like, people are actually doing that, and I think that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I would never do that. Like, to be honest,
Yeah.
actually, you know what? Okay, if I was a billionaire, right, and I was like 80 or something, like I was like close to dying, I might as well just do it, right? Because if it doesn't work, then you were just gonna die in a couple years anyway, right? If you're like 80, right, you're pretty close. But if it does work, then that's a win, right?
Yeah, but like, how would it work though? Because like when you're frozen, what are you gonna be like doing for those? Are you just gonna be like blacked out, not gone?
I think that I think they probably put you like sleep or something.
Yeah.
You're probably like in a deep sleep, or maybe they put you in like a coma or something. I don't know what they would do. But one interesting thing that I learned in my chemistry class was that, because like electrons and stuff, like electricity means like the movement of electrons, right? Like moving electrons.
Yeah.
And so like the way we move is kind of it is electricity. Like we move through with electricity, like moving ions through our body, right? Like ions are moving through our muscles when we use our brain and stuff. So technically we are like electric people, like everybody is electric, you know what I mean? Like technically. So if somehow somebody can find a way to harness that electronic, like organic, like
Energy?
human natural energy into like into like zapping electricity, then maybe we could like, I don't know, maybe we could connect those things, and then the electricity from the brain can translate into like a
Robots?
body, like into a body robot, right? So then you could be like, you're still you, and you still have the same memories, and you're what used to be, you have memories and remember stuff and intelligent, but like you have a body of a robot. I feel that'd be really interesting.
Yeah, that would be like pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely.
And, oh boy, do you think that we will ever achieve artificial general intelligence?
Well, what do you mean by that? Like, say it again?
Actually, let's just skip that. Honestly,
okay.
I don't even know either myself.
Okay.
What industries will be most transformed by AI in the next decade?
So in the next 10 years, right? AI, I feel like it's unpredictable, to be honest. Like, I don't know. I definitely think that the creative industries will be improved.
Like, what's it called? Like, what do you mean create? Wait, hold on.
Like, music production,
music,
artists, things like that. I think that it'll be improved. For the next 10 years, I feel like the people will harness the resources, and they'll use it for good and make it more art, right? But I think that, I think it's gonna replace the need for a lot of people, because right, in many like I said with the appointments that I was making, right, before it used to be like a real person
like
that
talking,
you would have to text, like type in a chat or whatever, or you would have to call them. But now those people are
just robots.
They don't need, like, these companies don't need to hire somebody. They can just pay somebody to make this AI happen on their website, and there's like a one-time purchase, right? And they don't have to pay salary, so, and then they're good, and then they have this thing, and sometimes it can be better than human, right? But I think that currently, though, I also saw this. I've seen an AI chat robot where it was on Amazon and my order never arrived, right? And I was like, wait, what happened? And then it was like a chat, and I was like, yo, my order never arrived to a chat. And they were like, oh, we can't help you with this right now. Let me transfer you to an operator. So then I was like, okay, like, it's not that advanced yet.
Yeah.
So I think right for now, like, we still need those people, and those people are good, but like those people do not have a secure, like the people that are working as like customer service, like right now, they're doomed for the future. I think they need to start looking at different jobs soon.
How do you think AI will evolve over the next 50 years?
Next 50 years.
Yeah.
So in the next 50 years, I think that the same things I said is going to definitely happen within the next 10 years. But after that, I have no clue, right? I have no clue. I don't think that it's gonna get too bad. I don't think anything bad is gonna happen. I think it's gonna be fine. Like, I think people, like, just like you said, I think people are overhyping it.
So like they're able to coexist with it instead of like fighting and stuff.
Yeah, I don't think it's like gonna be like crazy. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be crazy like that. It's not gonna be that bad. I think it's gonna be all good. And by the time that happens, I'm gonna be like, what? I'm gonna be. And you said 50 years, so I'm gonna be like 60.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be like 66.
Yeah, I'll probably be like
Yeah,
yeah, like 63.
yeah, you're gonna be 60. Yeah, bro, it's gonna be over by then. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I don't know what's gonna happen at that point. Because if you think about it, right? If you think about it, AI is like it's like improving faster than like the internet did, right? So if you think about like people that are born like okay, like I was born 2008. So think about people born in like 1908. From 1908 to like 1980, right? Like the world changed like completely, right?
Yeah.
And it was like that's pretty fast. Like in a one person's lifetime, the world like completely changed. So that's pretty quick. And now AI is advancing quicker than that, right?
Yeah.
Like I haven't heard like AI hasn't been a thing for that long, right? Like even last year, like this year, I've been relying pretty heavily on ChatGPT and Goth AI for help and studying and stuff like that. Last year, I didn't use those things.
Yeah, last year I didn't even know about most of that.
Yeah, I didn't know about those things last year. I knew what ChatGPT was. Like obviously, I had an idea what it was and stuff like that. But I wasn't using it. It wasn't on my phone. I'd never used it before. So it was pretty crazy. Like in 1 year, like it's gone from okay, I know about that app to like now it's like I'm relying on it. Yeah, I'm pretty much relying on it now. So I don't know. It's definitely gonna be interesting to see how it plays out. But the world might be like crazy different by that point, and like that's pretty exciting to think about though. Like to see, like to think that we might be able to see that. Like hopefully I see that. Yeah. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Another one is how can small businesses leverage on AI to stay competitive?
Okay, so yeah, I definitely at this point I think AI is
a big help.
Yeah, mandatory for small businesses. I think that if you don't have AI, like having a small business is hard, right? Oh, it's already hard because you're competing against so many other small businesses, and now that AI is a thing, you're gonna be left in the past if you don't
use AI.
Right? Like, do you know what Skype is? Skype?
No.
You don't even know what Skype is? Yeah, see. So Skype was like it's like Zoom, but it was like the older version, right? So before COVID-19, like everyone was using Skype, like for video calls on like computers and stuff for meetings, whatever, right? But during COVID-19, Zoom like advanced really quickly. Like they got so good, right? Their servers, whatever, like everything just got good. And then Skype refused to advance with them, and they got left behind. Like you don't even know what it is. And like, that used to be so big. Like people used to, like my mom used to use Skype. Like everyone used to use Skype. So I think that a lot of businesses are gonna start falling behind
if they use AI.
If you don't use AI, I think you're gonna fall behind. And like even if you think about it, like all the big companies are using AI too now, right? Like Apple has AI.
Like Siri and stuff.
They like integrated AI into their Siri's. Like I think it's called Apple Intelligence or something. And then my like a PCs have like some kind of AI there too. I forgot what it's called. Something I think it was like it's called autopilot. It's called autopilot. Or Copilot. It's called Copilot. It's called Copilot. Yeah. So it's basically they just have like an AI on there. And yeah, I think that like if you have a small business, like you need to leverage AI for tasks that you don't need to do yourself, right? Like maybe for example, writing an ad or something. Like writing a persuasive ad or writing a persuasive email for like marketing, some of that. I feel like if you don't use those things, you're gonna be left in the dust because some of those things can be done 10 times better by AI rather than a person.
10 times faster.
Yeah, faster, better, and cheaper. Right? It's free.
And more accurate.
Exactly. If you ask ChatGPT, can you please write me a persuasive sales email for the blah blah product, right? And then you just fire those emails out instead of sitting there for like 2-3 hours coming up with like a great email. You have it in like 2 seconds and then you can start. So I would definitely feel like if small businesses don't use AI, they're done for in the future. Yeah, definitely.
Another one is, let me get another one. What are the most important promising AI startups or invocations right now?
I'm not too sure on that question. I know a lot of AIs right now.
Huh?
Oh, I know there are a lot of like competitors to ChatGPT now, right? Like DeepSeek, and there's a couple other. I forgot the name of some of them, but there's one that there's AI that's like a research AI.
Yeah.
I think that one's really promising. It's similar to ChatGPT, but when it's like for school and research. So
Yeah.
if sometimes when you ask ChatGPT for like information and ask it for a source, like say, can you give me a source for that, like a website that you got
Yeah.
it from?
Uh-huh.
They'll give you like a random website, right? Or like
Yeah.
they'll give you a website that's like on topic, but if you actually click the link, it's like page not found or something like.
Yeah.
So it's not great for that. But this research AI, it'll give you the exact like articles that comes from, and it'll give you like credible articles and good sources that are from scholars and stuff like that. So I think that one, I wish I could remember the name. It's like really promising. I've used it before, just to help out with school and stuff. Yeah, it's that one's very promising, definitely.
All right. So I got some like calm questions for you, so you don't need to think about it much.
Yeah.
All right. If AI could read your mind, would you let it? Would you let it?
I don't know. I probably say no, to be honest. Like, cause I feel like you think about sometimes you don't have control of your thoughts.
Yeah. Like just,
Right.
think randomly.
Exactly. Or if you're like angry or sad or whatever, you have like thoughts that's like when you're at a normal state,
You wouldn't
think about it, or you wouldn't entertain that idea.
Yeah.
So I feel like giving access to a ChatGPT when you're like emotional, or to giving access to ChatGPT to AI when you're as a human, right? We have these moments of like you're weak, or you have these moments where like you're pretty vulnerable, I would say. So if an AI has access to that moments, it's like it'll probably try to take advantage of it, right? Especially like with, like I said, small businesses that use AI. If you give access to your brain to these companies, like imagine you're crying, right? Like, so let's say somebody broke up with you, right?
Yeah.
And you're crying and you're like super sad, and then you suddenly like see ads everywhere on your phone or whatever for like tissues or something. I don't know, like something related to crying. You're gonna feel it's gonna be so bad. Or like let's say like somebody dies in your family or something, like you're super sad about that, and then you start seeing like ads for like to buy coffins or something. You know what I mean? Like that would like actually make me like that. It'd be worse. That'd be reminding you of it. So it's like I would never. Do you would you let it?
No.
But I think there are some benefits to it. Like that's a negative right there. But like, and I would never do it, even if there's positives. But the positives are though, like imagine you're stuck in a situation. Or imagine you're stuck in like you're in a situation where you don't have any like access to like a phone or something.
Yeah.
But you have like AI,
It's like in
like
your
in your
mind.
brain, like, and you think, oh, how am I gonna get out of this situation? And it gives you like tips on what to do. Like I feel like that would be a cool
that would be
thing.
like really
Yeah.
good.
On this topic of like brain things, like have you ever heard of like a brain chip?
No. Is it
So
like,
let me explain to you, bro. This is like a really interesting topic that I've been thinking of. Like I watched a video on it, and basically brain chips, what they're gonna allow you to do is like, okay, so there's already been people with brain chips right now.
is it like a robot? Like a robot?
Neuralink. It's like a CP. It's like a computer, like that small, and they like attach your brain. And like I remember when I said that your brain is like your body's like electric, kind of like it's technically electric, right?
Yeah.
So this actually takes advantage of that. So I've seen a video of a monkey like that had it's called a Neuralink. Neuralink, yeah, that's the company that makes them right now. And it was playing a game like with his eyes, like because whenever you think, right, it's like your brain is giving an electric signal to somewhere in your brain that's like in charge of the action that you're thinking about, right? So what Neuralink it does, they put a bunch of these like brain cells or electric brain, like artificial brain cells, right? Like fake brain cells all over your brain. And so whenever that thing gets a signal from your brain, it communicates that with the computer in your brain, and then it does that thing. So the monkey was like playing a game, just with his eyes. Like it was crazy.
So like, was like eyes like following something?
Yeah. Like his eyes, like were controlling the mouse. You know what I mean? And there was this guy who was completely paralyzed. Right? This guy's paralyzed, and he was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get the Neuralink because I'm paralyzed.
Did it help him move?
No, it didn't help him move, but it helped him play video games. So he was a gamer before he got paralyzed. He must have been in an accident or something. But he used to play a game, Valorant.
Oh,
right?
yeah, I know that.
Yeah. And he was like in this game with the Neuralink, he was like 20 times, it was like cheating. Because wherever he looked at his eyes and he thought shoot, like it would shoot. So whenever he would see an enemy and he would just look at the enemy and he would just shoot and think about shooting it, and then it would shoot the enemy. So it would be like quick, it would be super quick.
Yeah.
It would be better than when he was just using his
hands and stuff.
So that's like an example how like the brain chips will get people better, right? So it's in the future. Like, do you think you would ever get Neuralink?
I mean, if I hear the benefits, and probably yeah, but do you know any like drawbacks or anything?
Oh yeah, the drawbacks. Yeah. So the drawbacks is like one drawback is that if like the concern about getting hacked. Like imagine, right? Neuralink. Let's say everyone had like a bunch of people had chips in their brains, right?
Yeah.
And let's say Neuralink, the company like gets hacked. Everyone's cooked because everyone has a chip in their brain that basically can control their whole body, right?
Yeah.
Imagine they just like turn it off, or like they just like self-destruct, and like everyone's dead. Like that's a concern, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like if they have like strong security, then we can kind of not worry about that as much.
Yeah.
Right? But yeah, that's definitely a concern. Another concern is ads.
Ads like just pop out at you.
Exactly, bro. Like imagine you're just living your life and then you see like a Grammarly ad just pop up. Like it will be so annoying. That would be so annoying. Unless like or you have to pay a fee, like a monthly for no ads.
Fee. Yeah.
Like that would be trash.
Yeah, that would be like so dumb.
That would be so it was gonna be bad. But like the thing is, right, if people start getting Neuralinks and people start getting brain chips, like it's gonna advance humanity so much to where if you're in a situation where everyone else has a Neuralink, right? Like you're gonna be so lower than everyone else. Like you're gonna have to get a Neuralink to get like jobs, right? Like everyone's gonna be so much smarter than you because they have the access to like all the knowledge they need,
the internet and stuff.
The internet, exactly. They have knowledge to everything they need in their brain, right? So if you don't have that, you're never gonna get a job. You're never gonna get successful. So it's just gonna be not a good situation. So hopefully never. To be honest, it'd be kind of cool. Like imagine because have you seen like the Apple? Like
the Apple Vision Pros.
Yeah, the Apple Vision Pro.
Yeah, those are like
you can see, you can like move you can have like a video playing here and like play video games or whatever.
Yeah, like
that would be kind of cool though, like because you can do that same thing with the Neuralink, right? So you can have it all, and then you can have like a theme or something like where everyone looks different or something. You know what I mean? With Neuralink, and like all that stuff is possible. Another thing is possible is helping the paralyzed people. Right now, it's not advanced enough to help those paralyzed people
like move and walk.
Yeah, but in the future, it could be, right?
Yeah, they could like be able to walk.
Exactly. They could have send electrical signals to their arms and whatever, so they can move their arms, and they can you can literally have or you can have people that have no eyes see.
But how would that work though?
Think about it. So your eyes, right, are just putting information into your brain. They're just translating what they see to your brain. So if you have an electrical chip in your brain, you could have two cameras right here, and then they could send whatever it's seeing to the Neuralink, and they could send it to your brain and you can see the image.
Wait, so when you think about that, the cameras, right? Are they gonna be inside your eye, or is it gonna be like there? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't know. If I'm thinking that probably if this ever actually happens where people have Neuralinks, in the beginning, I feel like there's gonna be like two cameras like right here. Like just like two square cameras right here, right?
Or further, it's gonna be like in that.
Yeah, but I think that later on, I think that because you know how have you ever seen like people with like fake eyes?
Yeah.
And they can just take their eye out and it looks kind of real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like if people can probably figure out like your iPhone camera is pretty small, right? It's like that small. So imagine they put that like inside the lens and they just put it in your eye so you look normal, and then you can also see.
Yeah.
Like that would be crazy.
Yeah.
Like so many like medical issues can just be resolved. Like
just
brain can't like think about like maybe mental illnesses and stuff. If you have a Neuralink, you're good, right? Because like that's gonna be kind of like your new brain, right? Because like all the information that's like messed up in your brain, it can just be kind of fixed forcefully
like,
through the chip.
Like, do you think like for stutters, that's like something that you think that would what's it called, the Neuralink would fix that, or
no? I think definitely if it can fix blindness, I think definitely can fix stuttering, right? Yeah. Stutters like. I think stutters is just like when your brain is thinking too fast, and then your mouth doesn't have time to catch up, so it just kind of like you just kind of get stuck, right? Yeah. So I definitely think that it can help with that. And like I feel like that'd be so interesting. I feel like I would definitely want a Neuralink. Like, I wouldn't do it like when no one else has it, but like once it becomes like established,
like a big thing.
Yeah, once it becomes like like a lot of people have it, then it's like okay, might as well do it now. But yeah, nah. If I was like the first couple people to do it, I would not want to do it.
Yeah,
definitely not. What do you think? Would you ever get? Do you think you would get Neuralink?
No, like if it like started off, I'm not doing that. I'm not risking my life for that.
Exactly.
But like once it starts like big, like what you said, I'm definitely gonna get it.
Yeah, that would be so cool. Imagine like it would actually solve so many issues though. Like remember when I said I wouldn't let AI read my mind?
Yeah.
This kind of removes that issue. But like, it kind of has that same issue because, again, if like with the ads, right? Imagine you're super sad and then like it just pops up like ads for whatever you need.
Yeah.
But if no wait, I have seen one thing, right? I just remembered. Neuralink, they said like they're not gonna have any ads in their software.
Ad free.
Like they want to make sure there's no ads. So. If there's like different companies that have their own brain chips, right? Like imagine, you know how like Apple and Samsung, they're both like giving phones and stuff. Like, imagine there's like a bunch of different companies that sell like different types of Neuralinks, right? So I don't think that they're all gonna be like probably the cheaper ones are probably gonna have ads, and the more expensive ones have no ads, right? So yeah, I think that I don't know, it's gonna solve a lot of issues. Like if you're ever stuck in the woods or something. And like you're in a survival situation, you're pretty much good, bro. You can just access the internet and you can see everything, or you can have like a location. If I don't know, I don't think I would like for them to have access to a location.
That would be
honest.
weird.
That'd be kind of weird because then like the people at the Neuralink like they have access to my location. That's kinda weird. So maybe not that, but like or maybe you can have the option like turn the location on and off.
Oh, that would be really
probably
good,
be a better solution, right? So. So just like on your phone, you can turn the location on and off, right? So that, imagine you're stuck in the woods, you have no idea where you are, or you're in the mountains or something, I don't know, and you can just turn on your location, and then a satellite knows where you are, and then people come and save you. Like no, I think that would be actually so like it would be perfect.
Cool.
It would be so perfect, yeah. So, yeah.
You got any questions? Any more questions or not?
I think I do have a couple more. Do you think that like ChatGPT or AI could ever understand the human condition, like understand like humans and like really get to know them?
No, I don't think that would be able to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if like somebody like really smart is able to do that, then that would be shocking. But like no, like right now, no, that would never happen.
Okay.
It also kind of be a little weird. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that would be kind of weird. Yeah.
It's creepy and a little.
Yeah. If you could have like a conversation with any fictional AI character, like Jarvis, you know, like from
Oh,
Iron Man,
yeah.
or R2D2, or somebody, or etc. Like, who would you have a conversation with? What would you say?
Ooh, it would be Jarvis.
Jarvis,
Because like
yeah.
he's really intellectual, smart thing. So I'll be asking how to make $1 billion. You know,
Yeah,
to get
yeah,
money.
yeah. That is a great question. No, that's actually a great question. For me, it would be you know, Big Hero 6.
Oh yeah.
What was his name?
Oh
I
my
forgot his
gosh.
name, bro.
Wow.
Baymax.
Oh, Baymax, yeah.
Baymax, dude. He's so Baymax. Like Big Hero 6 was like my favorite movie when I was young. He's like a medical robot guy, right?
Yeah.
He was like medical, right? And then, but
Yeah.
he could also be like mean. Like he could also be like, there's like settings. Like I've seen a
Yeah.
clip where the dude takes out like the friendly medical doctor chip, and then he puts like the aggressive chip in there, bro. That would be so cool.
Yeah.
And to
Just,
talk to him, like
multiple
that would
Baymaxes too.
exactly. And that one could cure. Couldn't Baymax cure cancer?
I mean,
Something like that, right?
yeah, it could cure many like wounds or whatever.
Yeah,
So
wounds.
like it could probably cure cancer.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I'm
So I'm like, if I imagine I ask him, yo, how do you cure cancer? You know what I mean?
And he just gives you the antidote, yeah.
and then I get rich off of that, right?
Oh,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
I get rich off of that. No, that would be that would be awesome.
saying?
you
Yeah.
know? I think it would also be cool to talk to like R2D2 as well.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what I would say, but like it would just be kind of cool just to
Just to have it there.
have
you know
him
what I'm
there. You know what I mean? Do you think like you would ever listen to like an AI like comedian?
saying? No.
No, you don't think so?
No.
No, I don't know. I think that it would be able to make me laugh. Like, to be honest,
I mean, maybe.
because it kind of knows, like, it knows what it can have the idea of what people find funny, right? It could like analyze all the different comedians and come up with jokes that are like similar, right? And I think that'll be good.
Yeah, maybe. You know,
Do
maybe.
you think you could? Okay, do you think you would ever watch movies or listen to music with AI? Made
Music?
from AI?
Ooh. Now, I don't think so because AI is not that creative.
Yeah.
But like artists, like they go from heart and stuff. You know, they have their soul in it. But I mean, maybe in the future when they're like more intelligent,
Advanced,
they're more
yeah.
probably.
To be honest, I think I would, because I've heard like there are some songs that I've heard on like TikTok and stuff of AI. And it-
About
yeah. I don't know if that's AI or not, but it might be.
Yeah, it is.
It actually is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, because sometimes it makes bangers. I don't know. Like
Yeah.
sometimes it just hits the mark. Like I don't know. So I think I can see myself listening to a song or watching a movie, or maybe watching maybe even a TikTok or something
Yeah.
that made
Like,
purely from AI.
yeah.
I think I could definitely see myself in that
And
situation.
you be seeing those like AI generated videos. Of,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
those, like storylines and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think AI could, if AI were to ever replace politicians, what do you think that would look like? Do you think we'd vote on what AI we would want, or do you think that if AI were to take over politics, right? Do you think that democracy could still be a thing, or will it be like, we'll just let them run the thing and then we're just sitting here? We don't have to go anymore.
Yeah, I think the second option is just let them do their thing, you know? Because, like, since they're smarter and, like, they won't be power hungry, like I said.
Yeah.
It's gonna, like,
They won't have their best interest in mind. Like they don't
Yeah.
care because they don't have
'Cause,
any.
like, they're just robots and stuff.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I think it would be better.
Definitely, yeah. I think definitely, I think it'd be interesting to see, like, I think it'd be funny, or it'll be interesting to see different AI candidates, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, think about, do you know what DeepSeek is?
Oh.
It's like a different AI. It's it's an AI that's similar to ChatGPT, but it's different, you know. So imagine like ChatGPT versus DeepSeek, and you're just voting for which one. Like, I feel that'd be kind of interesting.
That would be kind of cool. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
like I said earlier that I don't think the AI will get too big if they don't change the code. Like, I don't think AI will ever replace artists unless they change how it works. Because you know how it doesn't work with the wine, with the wine glass, right? If people start creating different AIs that code it in different ways, and they learn stuff and they compute information and become intelligent in different ways, I thought it'd be interesting. Like, oh, I vote for this type of way, or I vote for this type of way. Like, you know what I mean? Well, I mean, that's all the question I had. If you have any more.
that's all the questions I got.
All right.
So I think this is the end of it. Thank you for watching, all y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next episode. Peace out.
Peace out.